There was a bit going on in Canberra today. The new Labor government was officially sworn in, and the Liberals got a history-making new leader. Joe checked it out.
Welcome to the Parliament Hospital. Today we're going to be doing a post-election health check on the patients, starting with the Labor government. Hello, how are we feeling?
We have the largest ALP caucus in history.
So, good then. Good.
Yep, the government's landslide election win has only been getting healthier. Today was extra special though, as the Prime Minister's cabinet was officially sworn in. The cabinet is the top level of government, which makes the big policy decisions. And there have been a couple of changes from last time. Tanya Plibersek, who was the Environment Minister, has now taken over social services, while former Communications Minister Michelle Rowland has stepped up to Attorney General. But over in the Liberal room...
Ooh, you've had a rough time. But nothing a big dose of new leader can't fix.
Or at least that's what the Liberal Party hopes. And that new leader is Sussan Ley. She's been the Deputy Leader of the Liberals since 2022. And after beating Shadow Treasurer Angus Taylor in a close vote this morning, she's become the first woman to ever lead the party in its 80-year history.
I am humbled, I am honoured, and I am up for the job.
The United States and China have agreed to slash some tariffs for 90 days. At talks in Switzerland, both countries agreed to a 115% reduction while they negotiate a longer-term deal. That means US tariffs on lots of Chinese imports will fall from 145% to 30%, while China has agreed to lower its rates from 125% to 10%. Now to sport, and there's been some big news from Indian cricket legend Virat Kohli. Here's Sass.
That's right, Nat. India's most successful captain, Virat Kohli, has shared that after 14 years, he's retiring from Test cricket. Kohli made his debut back in 2011, and since then he's smashed 30 centuries and 9,230 runs at an average of 46.85 across 123 tests. Not too shabby, hey? But in good news, he's not retiring from cricket entirely, and is still expected to be available for one-day internationals. Over to tennis news, and Australia's final hope in the Italian Open, Alex de Minaur, has made it through to the next round without even dropping a set. Despite being interrupted by a flyover by the Italian Air Force's acrobatic team, de Minaur powered on to win 6-4, 6-4 against Bolivia's Hugo Dellien. The AFL's Indigenous rounds launched this morning. Rounds 10 and 11 will celebrate Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures and contributions to the game. Clubs have revealed the Guernseys they'll be sporting, and some shared they'll be taking on their traditional place names for the round.
One of the most exciting rounds for us boys, and definitely one I always look forward to every year.
Finally, the A-League is about to get a taste of Hollywood. Actor Ryan Reynolds announced the Welsh football club he co-owns is heading down under in July for a series of friendlies against Melbourne Victory, Sydney FC and Wellington Phoenix. And we're sure his mate Hugh Jackman is super pumped.
Come quickly, please. Now it's time for a part of the show I like to call Stay Calm, Help is on the way. Oh. First up, to a man floating in the middle of the ocean. What you doing out there, mate?
Waiting to get rescued.
Yeah, Mike here is a pilot, and he was out surveying the Gulf of California with a marine biologist when all of a sudden his engine stopped working.
It suddenly became very quiet in the airplane, and it's that kind of gut-wrenching feeling like, uh-oh, this could be problems.
Luckily, they were rescued by a passing yacht. Now to the UK, where Jenny and Jacob here have teamed up to start a pigeon rescue operation after they noticed quite a few birds had bits of thread or fishing line twisted around their feet, which could cause problems if left untreated.
It's a man-made problem, therefore I feel like someone needs to take responsibility to try and correct that problem.
And finally, to a group of businessmen in Japan who are professionals during the week and cheerleaders on the weekend. They've been performing since 2023 and say cheerleading has been a great way to stay active outside of work.
Oh,
I forgot I had this. That's all I've got time for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh.